Morrie Subaru is here today with the new 2016 Subaru Outback. Now what I'd like to do is show you around the exterior, some of the stuff inside, and then as well provide you with a driving review. So now all Subarus in the Outback form are going to come with the symmetrical all-wheel drive system. This one does have the added package, which adds the eyesight assist technology in here. So if you're not paying attention on the road and a car slams on its brakes in front of you, the Outback can bring itself to a complete stop. I've tried it before, and yes, it does work. There's other notifications in there as well as a driver assist and adaptive cruise control, which is pretty neat because if you're on the highway, you set 1, 2, or 3 car lengths in front of you and the car is going to keep that distance while you're cruising. So this Limited is going to have a ton of nice stuff inside, but I'd also like to show you some of the storage capabilities. So now at the rear of the Outback, this power hatch is actually going to be adjustable. So you'll be able to set different heights and you can program that in. So that way if the kids need to be able to reach the power button here, they can still do that. Now it is a 60-40 split rear seat, which means both sides are going to fold down nearly flat. What's cool about this one is you pull this little handle here on the side and that's going to kick the seat down from back here. So a nice little feature when you're loading up the trunk, whether you're going out to the cabin for the weekend or maybe bringing the kids to soccer practice, you're going to have plenty of room that way. Also, the Limited does come with the cargo cover, which is nice so you can keep some of the stuff out of plain view. So this one kind of has that Minnesota nice package, as I like to call it, but you get the leather heated seats, you have the leather steering wheel in here as well, and it's very comfortable. I was surprised when you jump in, there's a lot of kind of back cushioning to these seats. Now they are fully power up front as well, but you know, it's really comfortable. I know Nissan has some of the best seats out right now, those zero gravity inspired seats, but you know what, I've spent quite a bit of time in some of the Subarus, especially the Crosstrek, where the car I drove had the eyesight technology, and I drove all the way from Chicago to Minneapolis, and I maybe used the gas and brake pedal about 2 or 3 times the whole way, because once you get out on the road, you set it to 3 car lengths or 2 or 1 car length ahead of you, and then the car is going to do the gas and brake for you. Now it takes a little bit of trust to get used to it, but once you have used it a little bit, it's pretty nice to have. The Outback does have the CVT transmission, so if you don't know what that is, I'm not going to give you a full technical description of it all, but basically it's like there's no gears. It's just one constant speed, so it's very fluid, it's very comfortable, and the Outback is really nice to drive. So with this symmetrical all-wheel drive, I mean, it's great. You don't really have to worry about it. We get a ton of snow up here in Minnesota, and I've driven a bunch of them around, and you never think twice about if the car is going to get stuck or not. It's up high enough where you feel safe, and in the wintertime you get plenty of traction out of these tires as well, and they've been awesome as far as that goes. But other stuff, this one does have the navigation package, so you've got your audio, your map, there's different apps you can download as well into the car. So Bluetooth calls, you can use all that from the steering wheel, so it's really simple. Call comes in, click answer, and you're good to talk that way. But the map is nice. It's a little kind of outdated looking, but it's really easy to use. It's certainly probably worth it if you're not wanting to use your phone all the time. I know you can just pull up Google Maps and go, but this one is pretty straightforward. So the navigation package, I mean, it looks like a regular old Google Maps setup, but the Subaru technology is not the newest out there, but it does work pretty well. So if you want the navigation, I'd say go for it. You do get the Harman Kardon sound system as well, which is really nice in here. With the Sirius XM, it comes in really clear and does sound pretty good. Now, like I mentioned, this one has so many different safety features, so many different driving assist modes that whether it's the blind spot monitoring or these larger windows here, which are really nice to see out of, there's a lot of features that make the Outback one of the best in its class. I mean, it's not a full, huge SUV, but you do, like you saw earlier, have enough space in the back, or you can get a roof rack and throw some stuff up top. I mean, this would be the perfect car for, hauling the kids around, or you gotta think 90% of the time, how are you using it? If that is hauling the kids, if it's just you driving back and forth to work, maybe if you're going camping on the weekends. This can do it all, and it's comfortable, it's fun to drive. Actually, I have found myself being pretty used to it, only spending a little bit of time behind the wheel, but it's simple, it's quiet, it's comfortable, it's really got the full package. I mean, I like the sunroof in here, the seats, it all kind of comes together, and the styling is a lot different now for 2016, kind of the last few years it's been updated, but looks good, sounds good, drives good. What more could you really ask for? I'd say get out and drive one, see what you think. On behalf of Morrie Subaru, thanks for watching. Now, if you'd like to schedule your test drive in the all-new Outback, make sure to call, click, or stop by today. Thanks again for watching, and make sure you buy happy.